Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. We have largely got the Pharaoh back up and running. That's the first thing we're going to do today. We know that we don't need any of this. This was all a bit of a mistake. As we have learnt that to... Is that a little bit on top of there? Yeah, let's get rid of that. That to build on a grid, the gyro needs to be... Not the gyro, the... what's the word I'm looking for? Projector. The projector needs to be on the ship itself, so on the grid itself, I suppose I should say. So we've got a couple of other little bits to build. A couple of little bits to build inside this. I don't know how we get inside this to do that. And we can. No, I was looking at the battery there. How do I remove parts of a projection? I don't know. Don't know. Let's turn the projection off, I suppose. Projector. If we just turn you off. And then we'll just decide what we are missing down there. So the projector's there, that's fine. We need a gyroscope, which we're going to put there and there, just so we can build them easy. And let's just grab those. And then where's the connectors over here, isn't it? If we drop everything we've got and then pick up stuff. Couldn't withdraw some stuff, that's fine. It's withdrawn it all now, perfect. And then we'll pop back up here. It is, of course, nighttime, and I think it is only just nighttime as well. We do want to visit Morrell's Hope today. That is one of the key things we want to achieve today, which is 11 kilometers in that direction. Are my batteries charging? Yes, okay. That's important. We need our batteries to charge. And I think I drilled out a little bit of one of the batteries. I did. Okay, let's get that fixed up. Hello? Hello? Pressing the wrong button. That's what was working. That wasn't working because I was pressing the wrong button. And we also want an ore detector on this as well, don't we? Which is this one. If we can put that there and face that. If I can figure out the right direction to face that up. Yeah, put it there. It's going to be in the way of the armor block we had then, though, isn't it? Do you know, I'm not too fussed about the armor block. Let's just get the main bits we need in. That's absolutely fine. Let's just grab that. And I think that's everything we had. We just have a look at our toolbar. Engine, gyroscope, batteries. Yeah, no, I think that's everything. Okay. I don't know if we need to play around with some of the groups and stuff. Oh, we've got one of our buffs back after we've died numerous times. That's nice. So yes, we want to go and visit Morrell's Hope, which is over there. The other things we could look at doing would be extending our towers so they no longer block the sunlight from these a little bit. Did we figure out why? I think we did figure out why it wasn't creating stuff, food stuff, didn't we? But we seem to have fixed that, so that's fine. Let's just grab a few of those and smash one of those in. Perfect. We also have a couple of bits we could do with dropping off, so we're not carrying them around. So let's get rid of the meal pack, because yeah, I don't think we necessarily need it on us. Let's get rid of those. We could do with filling these up as well. Now this, I'm sure this used to be filled up by the survival kit. But that no longer seems to work, and I'm not entirely sure why. I'm sure it was either vanilla game or it was a mod that allowed you to do that. But that's fine. We'll stick those in there and then just grab those 3. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure the survival kit filled that up before. Don't know. Okay, let's eat some more food. Just keep our food up. So yes, extending the wind towers out is one option. The other thing we could look at doing, of course, is coming over here and starting to look at planning out. What is that green thing there? What is it? Is it H? An unknown signal, which is 3 kilometers away. Oh, it feels risky. But it's about the same distance as one of those. Yeah, we could probably make that. We could probably make that. Okay, do you know what? Let's go do that. Let's go do that. Why not? These batteries should be charging up pretty quickly, really. If we have a little look at our... Oh, if we saw batteries wrong. That's the one that's on the base. So these are the two that are... I don't know where this... Oh, this is this one over here, isn't it? These are the two that must be the... Ferro batteries. Okay. And what I wanted to look at was fully recharged in 5 minutes. Fully yeah, so they are charging up pretty quick with the amount of input we have in terms of power. So if we just come over to this a second. So let's get rid of... How do I just get rid of them? Remove from toolbar. There it is, hidden underneath my cursor. If we go to groups, we no longer have... We don't have the ferro batteries. Why don't we have the ferro batteries? Because it didn't save the group name. Ferro batteries. Okay, and then save. Okay, fine. And then what I'd also quite like is to know which thrusters are the forward-facing ones. So it's the 2 or the 4 that are underneath, because our rear-facing ones are there. So if we can get... So I think that's one of them. It does say backward on them, which is quite useful. But I wasn't sure whether I should trust it or not. So we have backward, but we only have... Where's this one here? There. Oh, that one does say backward. And that one says backward, that one says backward. Oh, so I didn't do the same style thruster for that one there, I don't think. That's fine. Ferro back thrust. That's fine. Okay, then we're going to come into here. So we have a group of batteries, which we want to put here. They want to be set on to recharge on and off. We want all of our thrusters toggle on and off. And we also want our back thrusters that I'm going to put on 2, and we're going to say toggle block on and off. That's just so we can coast around a little bit, hopefully. So if we say all the thrusters are on at the moment, so if we say auto battery undock, that should be fine. And then if we start heading towards... Oh, is it gone? Oh, I think it's despawned. Oh, that's a shame after all that time. But the point of the forward thrusters is if we turn off back thrust off, we can now largely hover forwards, and we lose a little bit of speed, but not too much. It'll keep us in the air rather than turning all of our thrusters off, or if we turn our dampeners off, we would then just start going down. But yeah, so it just allows us to just coast along without using more forward thrust. So that's the purpose for that. And if we turn it back on, then it immediately starts stopping us because we have our dampeners on. Okay, so yeah, we lost that unidentified signal. That's just gone. That's fine. Our base is over here, isn't it? Yeah, okay. We do have another one coming in 4 kilometers in that direction. Oh, it's not actually coming in. It's hovering in space. Okay, well, that's no good for us. That's no good for us. Let's head over here. So what we could look at, whilst it's night as well, is... What is the big green circle there? So the last video only just went out. so I haven't seen any comments from it yet. One comment I did see from someone was to always make sure when you're traveling somewhere, you are traveling slightly to the side of it rather than directly into it, which is very good advice, because that will stop you accidentally crashing your ship into your base over and over again, which seems like something that is pretty much guaranteed for me to happen, doesn't it, at this point. Let's bring this down, line this up a little bit, spin the camera, and then go down, 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 and then lock, batteries, all thrusters off. Perfect. Perfect. And that'll get us our batteries charging nice and fast, because it's also not using any of the power to use the thrusters. Amazing stuff. Awesome. Right. I suppose it does also share power with the base, though. So if they're on, that might just be using the base power to power the thrusters. But it's not, we don't want it anyway. We don't want the thrusters on when it's parked. Someone did say about using an event controller to do all that. Not played around with event controllers, obviously, otherwise you would have seen it. But the idea being that you can have, I guess, a single button press, which then does all of the things you want, rather than having to go like, 7, 8, 9 or whatever. Oh, we've got a few other bits missing here, look. And we don't even have one on that side. Okay. Can we grab 2 of those? And if we just tell it to produce it, and then we need the light. The light must be on my toolbar somewhere. 9, it's you, isn't it? And we want you to go... Why are you only going... There you go. We want you to go there. Back to toolbar 1. Let's get that welded up. And get this welded up. I was sure I already got the components I needed for that, but fine, game, fine. There we go. Now we've got a couple of lights on there as well, which is exactly what we want. Perfect. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Is it worth blueprinting that again? I'm not sure what the state of my blueprint is. Not that one, because that's done the whole base. It's this one here, isn't it? It should be relatively fine. I don't think we've made any, or hasn't got that light on it, has it? So I think we need to disconnect it to blueprint it. So if we battery, thrusters, disconnect up a little bit. If we just do that. That's this one. That's 109 blocks. I'm not sure that is the right thing. So let's, that's 886. Let's delete this one. That is definitely not what we want. I don't think this one's right. I think there is a way of saying what the grid's called. Yeah, here. Okay, so if I do Pharaoh Mark II. So now the grid is called that, and if we come over here and say blueprint that, calls it the Pharaoh Mark II, 109 blocks. So I think that is right then. Yeah, so let's just delete this one. It's just got more blocks in it because we've just added more stuff to it, I guess. Like, I don't think we had the little down thrusters on top or anything at the time. Okay, let's get this parked back up. 987. Perfect. Cool. Are you clipping into this block? Did you damage this block? I feel like you definitely did. Oh no, but it wasn't even built, so you probably haven't. That's fine then. So, a couple of things we could look at doing. One of the things I want to look at doing is seeing if we can get improved tools. So if we come into here, and we have a look at our industrial assembler, and we look at tools, we I thought we'd be able to get silver now, because we've got silver ingots. Well, it hasn't got the enhanced grinder. That's what it doesn't have. So if we come over here and go into this one's inventory, and we put our grinder. Yeah, there we go. There we go. In fact, we might as well just do it from here. Production. Oh, it's taken it somewhere, but I don't know where it's taken it then. Because it doesn't appear to be using it to build with. So why haven't I got the silver ingots if we brought silver back? Yes, you're in the ore container. But you're not being pulled into the refinery automatically. That's interesting. I can't see a way of easily search. I suppose I could do it on this side, couldn't I? If I come over here and go and look for refinery, and over here I look for silver, we should be able to do that. No. Why can't we do that? Did we have this problem last time? I feel like we did. So we have got silver in here. That silver needs to go into here, but it won't. Why is that? Can the basic refinery not do silver? Oh, hold on. That's a separate thing. That's a separate thing entirely. What am I looking for? G. Refinery. Is there a way it... Does it tell me at any point? What are... Allows for soup, power, oxygen, and hydrogen refills. Okay. Well, that's interesting. We'll come back to that another point. So it's got the basic, the industrial, and the refinery. And what do we have here? Basic refinery. Okay, hang on a second then. Where is refinery? Yeah. I bet that the basic refinery can't do silver. So what do we have here? We've got one on the bottom, one on each side, and then upgrades there, and then one on the top. But then we do also have this one, which does look a lot nicer. We have one on each side, nothing on the bottom, one on the top, and then all the upgrades there. So I'd like to give this a go, I think. Which is going to be a bit of a pain. Do I just get rid of this? Maybe I'll just get rid of this one in the front. Oh, I don't have any of my tools. Yeah, of course I don't have any of my tools because I put them in here. Can I have my tools back, please? You and... Hello? Why can't I take the welder out? Why can't I take the welder out? That's very confusing. Okay. Why can't I get my welder? I just want my welder back. Give me my welder back. Okay, I guess we're going to make another welder. Fine. Fine. Production, tools. No, we need a welder. Make me a basic welder. And then make me an enhanced welder. And that's what we had, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. So then... What? Oh, it's because I haven't got the... I'm too full. I'm too full. That's what it is. I'm too full. Let's come over here. Silver in there. And if we come over here... Okay, right, fine. We could disassemble the one we just made, but we'll come back to that in a moment. So I'm thinking we say we're just going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. And we're going to wait and 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 wait. And then we're going to get rid of inventory full. This. Okay, inventory full. That's fine. This is the next nearest one, isn't it? Let's drop all of that. Pick that up, that's fine. So we've got our existing system with this block here. And if we look at the industrial refiner, it doesn't want to have one on the, but has one on either side. So this would go here. What do I need? Steel plate. I don't know what I don't know what's in my build queue. Let's just grab some steel plate. Do I have some? I have one steel plate. Do I have any more? I have a few more there. Perfect. And then we need to check our build queue because it is actually an industrial refiner. Okay, that's fine then. So if we pop this one down here, that should be lining up with that on the port on there. So then we need to get this port connecting to this. So you're going to have to go. Okay, yeah. Let's start building this. Now we're probably going to need more steel plate made, so I'm going to do that and add it to our production queue. And we'll get in what we can whilst it's making that. Because this is a lot of stuff. Are we going to be able to make this many things? Yeah, okay. So we need to get rid of this, and then we're going to have to make sort of like a temporary run down here. So we want this. We're going to want reinforced curved, which we want to go this way. Then we're going to want another one there, which we're going to want to go this way. And then we're going to want one here, which we want to go this way. And then we want a reinforced tube, which we want. Is that going to give me the bit I need? Yes, that way and that way. And then we're going to want one more non-reinforced one there. Perfect. Let's put a little bit more on this. Oh, it is a beast, isn't it? It is a beast. It says it can't withdraw the plates. Are you making plates? You are making lots and lots and lots of plates. Okay, so you're going to get there. You're going to get there. It's just going to take a little moment for that to finish off. Okay, so can I make any of these in the meantime? Or will it just try and do the big boy? And this should be it. So we now have it up and running, a fully functional industrial refinery. And it is genuinely quite beautiful. I love the fact you can walk up it. And it's like a weird little door there as well. It has pulled in the silver and it is making silver bars. Okay, so that is definitely what was preventing us from doing silver. So we've got that figured out. That's something. Go us. We're some sort of magical genius. It is huge. Oh my word. I don't think I realized how tall it was. It definitely stands out a bit on our base now, doesn't it? We do need to think at some point about how we're going to start organizing this base. Like, are we going to move all of this? Is it going to stay on this level and we're going to build up? Are we going to go down? I don't know. Answers on the back of a postcard. Just having a little scouter. Oh, there's an unknown signal 2 kilometers in that direction. Okay, well, it's not quite daylight yet. It's not far off. We can also tell, I mean, it is lightening in the sky. We can also tell because our Algaean solar farm is pointing towards the sunrise as well. So we don't want to spend too much time. But I do want to have a look at... Is that one gone as well? That one's gone as well. Oh, okay. That must have despawned as well then. Oh, well, that's a shame. I must have noticed it a bit late, I suppose. That's fine. So we've got a little bit of darkness left. Not daylight, a little bit of darkness left. Let's grab some steel plates. And then let's come over here and just start extending the... Now, some people did say that you could do things like, rather than extending it so it's part of the same grid, we could make a separate base over there and then use like drones or something to bring the stuff back. But it all sounds a little bit outside of my comfort zone. And also, it's not too far, like it's 200 meters, 95 meters. So I don't think it's the end of the world to say we are just going to try and keep this on the same base. So let's bring this out. Oh, and almost plummet to our desk because I pressed X rather than C. Okay, so where are we? So the nickel is just there, and I'm just going to double check. This is our iron mine? No. So what is this? This is cobalt. So where's... So it's the closer one's the iron, isn't it? Okay, that's good, because it means we're basically over it already. So what I would like to do is come to... Let's have a little think about this a second. So our base is in that direction, but we haven't discovered the full extent of the iron in this direction. But let's come here. Let's aim... I'm trying to get it so I'm aiming straight up, and it's not all that simple, is it? This is me flat. Oh, bit of a sneeze. So this should be roughly straight up. So let's right-click mine our way up here. With the upside-down grass. So not quite straight up, but it's good enough. It's good enough. Just wanted to give us like a little marker so we can look at this and say, yeah, we are definitely... I mean, my orientation is all over the place. We are definitely in the right sort of... Where is that? Ballpark. In fact, we can get rid of quite a lot of this. We can probably go back to about there. But obviously, we don't want to do that. And of course, it is now raining. And now I cannot see the hole that I made. But I think we can take off like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably a few more, because we don't know how far back the iron goes in that direction, do we? Yeah, let's go for about there. Okay, so then if we go the other direction. And obviously we'll have to replace all of this with conveyor tubes at some point. Well, let's anchor that into the floor, if I can. There we go. So that's there. And the hole we made is... I'm hungry, of course. Is there. Okay, so it's pretty close. It's pretty close. So maybe this actually needs to go back again then. Because the iron almost certainly goes more in that direction. So I think, yeah, actually, we want to bring that back a little bit more. I know they're broken. I know they're broken. But that sound terrifies me every time. Like I just get an immediate panic, like a fight or flight reflex. And as you can see, my immediate reaction was flight. It was to run away and get into the air where they couldn't hurt me. Okay. Oh, no, you're working. You're working. Oh, when did that happen? Where did you go? Am I just going to have to land Well, no, there he is. Slightly cheesy, but I'll take it. Oh, I'm out of ammo. And I don't have any more ammo on me. I do not. Okay. We're just going to ignore you then, Wolf. You're just not going to be a concern for us. So anyway, we think it's probably going to go back a little bit further. So maybe we'll go to like about... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about there. Let's go for about there and say that's going to be the back end. And if we have to rebuild it all afterwards, I'm trying not to go too close to the ground so I don't get savaged by a wolf. Yeah, I think that's probably sensible. Okay, so that's roughly where it's going to be. So it's not too far from our base at all, is it? So that's where we're going to want the drill to start going. Oh my word, honestly, the panic. The absolute panic. Right, right, you wait there. You wait there, mister. Do I have more, is it just called ammo? I don't think I have more ammo. What ammo do you use? S10 pistol magazine. So that's used. We do have other pistols we could make. We could definitely make you. No, we haven't got platinum to make you, but we could make you. No, not two, just one of those, which also uses S20A. So if we queue up like 5 of those, and then we pop our pistol. No, because the pistol's not going to go through the sorter, is it? Because that's only pulling in ingots. So if we put our pistol directly in here, we should see that this is made an S20 pistol with 5 lots of ammo. Perfect. And then we need to put the S20 on our toolbar. Character weapons, S20. Let's pop that down there. And then reload that. Excellent. Thank you. Right, daylight is starting to come. Just yeah, there you are. I didn't mean to drop to the ground. Where did you go? Where did you go? And you're only going to come and... There you are. Oh, that was much nicer. That was much nicer. Right, let's grab some more raw meat. Okay, right. So that's where our drill platform is going to start, essentially. So we're going to want to come probably higher up, because we're going to want this to be like here, aren't we? So let's just think. If we go to like here... Not you. Is that going to give us enough room? Yeah, I think that should give us enough room for stuff. And it does pretty much go in this direction, so I think we definitely want to go in like there. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, that should be enough. I don't really know how big the pistons and everything are, obviously, having never really used them, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Another sneeze, and maybe I'm getting ill, so expect slightly fewer videos, because I won't be able to talk if I'm poorly. Right, let's fill all this in. Oh, and then fall off of the platform. Perfect. And these ones aren't at all necessary. But that's what we're doing. Cool. So this is the platform for our drill, which is going to start about here. Yeah, the hole's there. So it's pretty much, we want it to go down basically where it is, don't we? That's where we want the drill to start going down. And there is actually room underneath if it was some sort of fancy spinning doodad. Right, so what do we want for a drill? Well, we're going to want a rotor, aren't we? So let's find a rotor. How many tiles wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So we want this to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we want that to go there. Thank you. Except we don't want that, we want an advanced rotor. So we're going to get rid of that as well. Perfect. Awesome start. One advanced rotor. And we want that orientated this way. Is that right? No, I actually wanted that way. I've done them all in the wrong direction. It should be that way, shouldn't it? Zero should be looking at me because I'm looking south. Oh. Disaster. Absolute disaster. And then what I'm thinking, because it does have to go quite far down. So what I'm thinking is we'll put a piston on, maybe a couple of pistons, fully extend them, pistons going out. Oh, we might want to build this a bit further back. Because if we have like 2 pistons going out... I guess we'll just try it where it is. Right, there's an unknown signal coming down. So let's have a look. In fact, I probably don't need to get there. It's only 700 meters. We can probably get there by bottle. Let's do that. Saves us from blowing up our ship then, doesn't it? That's another large rotor one. Large thruster one, I should say. Looks like it is settled. What have you got for me? Special new item. We've got a badger drill. Okay. I like the sound of a badger drill. And do you have some storage? Not that I can access from here. That's fine. I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say I don't know if we're going to have enough space. Boo. And that no longer has a GPS marker, does it? Yeah. Oh, okay. Do you know what? It's probably fine. There's bits we could get in there, but it's nothing we couldn't make ourselves anyway. So I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried. So let's go back over to our base. And it is fully daylight now, so we will probably want to go and start... I was going to look for pistons, but I'm definitely going to have them on my toolbar, am I? Let's have a look. Pretty sure they are just called pistons. Square piston, top square piston part, piston, top piston part. Let's pop you down there. So we're going to want you there. It's quite big, isn't it? Am I going to stick with the 2? Yeah, no, I totally am. So we're going to have 2 pistons there. We're then going to want... we've already got the rotor on the bottom, so here we just want like a conveyor block, don't we? Or even just a carved... Now, do we want reinforced? I'm going to say yes. Can the pistons transfer materials? Yes, I'm going to guess so. Okay. Yeah, there are conveyors on either end. Okay. Cool. So, that's what it's going to look like. Then we're going to have a piston coming out of there. Maybe a couple of pistons, but then... what are they, like 2 blocks? So each one of those we do is 2 blocks out. So maybe... I don't know. And then we're going to build these, extend these, and then build more pistons going down so we can get quite a lot of depth. I don't know how much they extend by. I'm assuming they double in length. So it's going to go from 2 and then add another 2. So that's going to give us 4 extra blocks up, which will give us space to put in another 2 pistons, because we just need to make sure we're going down deep enough, really. What I need to do right now is eat some food. We're going to fly back to our base. We're going to drop all of this off. And we're going to get into our ship, which looks like it's pretty much fully charged. And we're going to go and check out Morrell's Hope, which is just over there, look. Now, it's quite far. So I am very much hoping that with a full charge, we'll be okay. I don't know whether that is a foolish hope or not, but what we can do is get ourselves up to speed, turn off our forward thrusters, and just let ourselves coast a little bit, which is nice. Now we are heading straight towards that mountain, so we are going to have to change that slightly, change our trajectory. And you can see our speed is slowing down a little bit, particularly when we're changing direction. But without those back thrusters on, nothing is trying to constantly slow us down. So in fact, we've gone back up. So we slowed down a little bit as we've turned. But then our speed's going up again, like our forward thrusters are always trying to thrust us forward, which isn't how I understood they worked, but if it's working, it's working. That's the main thing. And we should have about 2 hours worth of battery. Now this is at this coasting speed where we're only using 14% of our battery. As soon as we start moving, that's actually taken our usage down. But then it creeps back up again. Interesting. Still 4 kilometers away. Yeah, it is quite far, this one, but I'm excited to see what a named instance is going to be. I've got no idea. Literally no idea. So we are getting quite close now. So I'm going to put my forward thrusters. Oh, I'm going to run away. 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 Oh, you sons of guns. Well. Well, that's what's at Morrell's Hope. That's what you can expect from a named instance. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. So we no longer have a ship, which is a pain. And I don't know if there's a better way. Like, do I have to always build like a foot and then a projector just to build something? There's got to be a better way of doing it, right? Is that like 3 videos in a row where we've lost our ship? That's disappointing. Okay. Let's get us some food. Inventory, thank you. We will take, I don't know, 5 of those and eat one immediately. And then we need to rebuild our ship again. again. And then we need to go and get our body. I don't know if we need to get our body. I don't know if there's anything there that we're too worried about, but I feel like it's foolish not to. So, oh my word, I cannot believe that. Okay, right, give me 5 minutes. All right, we are somewhat back in business. I say somewhat. The ship is built. It has all the bits it had last time, I'm pretty sure. As you can see, though, some of the colors aren't there. And that's because I built the wrong battery so I could power the projector. And then I had to move this and I turned the projector off. So it's messed up a few little bits here and there, unfortunately. But it's not a massive issue. We can always... Hello, unknown signal, 2.89 kilometers away up on that mountain. Is this a good time for us to test out our new ship? It doesn't have a lot of power. I'm really annoyed about the batteries because you can see that's the standard battery. That's the warfare one, so it's got the different lights on it, and I don't like that. It frustrates me. It also hasn't projected our ore sort of bits. I guess I probably hadn't built them, like the stone throwers. I probably hadn't built them when I took the last blueprint. So yeah, something for us to sort of bear in mind, I guess. Lots of things for us to bear in mind. Right, if we say thrusters on, auto unlocked. It says we've got an hour, 20 minutes, 13 minutes. 13 minutes if we're using all of our thrusters at the same time. Well, 3 directions of thrust at the same time. So that should be more than enough, barring these performance issues that have just popped up and disappeared immediately. That should be enough for us to get over here. See this unknown signal. Is it going to be the other side of this mountain? It's very hard to tell. I can't really tell how close I am. Close enough that my lights are hitting it. So it must be the other side then. We are into low oxygen because we've come up so high, which is fine, except it means our atmospheric thrusters are now using more battery, which is not fine. I don't know if it's going to be over the other side of there or down there. I feel like it's going to be the other side of this, isn't it? Well, I don't know, 100 meters, 90 meters? Where are you, unknown signal, and how did you get there? Well, there it is. Hold on a second then. Let's go and park up about... Press the wrong button to turn my jetpack on, so I'm glad I landed on something soft. Okay, here it is. Where's my button? Well, first of all, as soon as you're there, silicon, magnesium, vegetable seeds. That's nice. Come on, keep going. Okay, can we push you the other way? Don't need to, it's there. We got nothing. Damn you, button. Damn you, button. So let's grind down a good chunk of this then. We do have our ship now, so we should actually be able to fit all of it on. Whether we need it all or not, who knows. I do have to go through and build up better tools again, because when I died, one of the times that I died. Oh, I died, by the way, whilst I was... I had to take the old car down, the rover down, to collect some iron. And I died by face planting the car at about 400 miles an hour. Yeah. It's happened before. It'll happen again. Right, let's get all of this got and get back to base. Right, we made it back to base. The sun is about to go down. We need to get some better tools before we do a lot else, really. So production, what can you make for me? Nope, what am I clicking on? You, tools. So you're the one that needs silver. I've already got an enhanced grinder, so I don't need that. I do need an enhanced hand drill, just one of them. And I do need an enhanced welder. And you're probably just waiting for the hand drill and welder to do that, hopefully. So if we pop these bits in there... Yeah, excellent. It's already done them. Fantastic. So let's just set up our hotbar. So they are back in the right place. And the drill. Beautiful. There we go. That's more like it. That's more like it. Okay, right. We're a little low on food, so let's sort... Hello? Nope, let's eat some food. That's all I wanted to do. What? Am I stuck on you? Okay. So we need to... Oh, there is a conveyor port there. What's going to be the best place? Best place to do this without blowing up this whole grid? Well, the best thing to do would be to come through there, wouldn't it? So we've already got the conveyor ports there. I would like to set them down there into this. So if we're going to do that, we are going to want to shore this up a little bit. And I'm going to need to get some, yeah, I knew I had some storage relatively near, some steel plates. Steel plates. Probably need more than that. There's a few more. Perfect. So let's think. So we're going to come along here. And we just want this to join in to the grid over here. So when we take that away, it doesn't all come falling down. That's the plan. That should do. We don't really care too much, because once the conveyors are in place, it'll all be okay anyway. So that's that, which means we can now, in theory, get rid of all of this. So if we come all the way along here, and we obviously don't want to get rid of that one, but we are going to have to get rid of that one if we want to move the conveyor port down there. Okay, that's fine, because we can just go click and click and click and click, and then we should... Yeah, if I turn that one into a T, we should now be able to get rid of this and this. Okay, this. And nothing broke. Excellent. I'm some sort of technical genius. Let's get rid of this one. Turn this into a T piece. Yep, it's always the last direction you choose. And then here we're going to want reinforced ones. And we're going to want a S, which I do actually want facing that way. So we want that one there. And then we want straight. One. I was going to count them, but I don't know why. Let's just pop these all the way down here. Goes quite a way, doesn't it? It goes quite a way. We probably want this coming down here-ish, don't we? So let's get rid of these ones. Turn that into an... Where's it gone? 8. Into a curved one. That's honestly, every time it's the last one you want. There we go. So you're going to go there. So that gives us a run of conveyor belts from our base over to here. Obviously we'll then need to do a little something over here to get those connected in over here, which means actually all of this is completely pointless because we're going to have to take out the block underneath it anyway. So let's just do that. And then we're going to get rid of this, this, this. Right, I have now been recording for about an hour and a half, which suggests to me that we are probably reaching the point where we want to stop. I want an S curved, that is curved. See, I want you that way, and then I want a straight one to be there. And then we want a curved one again to go there. Oh no, we wanted that to come out another one, didn't we? Yep. I was doing it based on the blocks that are already there rather than the blocks which are to be there. So I know I've changed some of the orientation of these around, which is, you know, going to frustrate me no end. But for now, let's get her done. Where are you? There you are. And then one more of those, and then finally one more carved up. And then we can put our rotor on, which is here. We want an advanced rotor. It's facing in the right direction. We then want a piston. We also have an unknown signal over there. We want one of those, and we want two of those. Okay. So that's roughly where we want to be with all this, I think. We will have to get some storage down here. So I think what I'll do is I'll get rid of this one, and in there we'll put in storage, and that's just so we've got something to access so we can build these bits quicker. Awesome. Right. I'm going to go jump in the ship and go check out the unknown signal, and then we will finish up. So we want to do 789. Let's go check this one out and see if this has got anything interesting for us. It's next to our... What's this one? Another ice, magnesium, and silicon one. It is foggy, so we're not going to go 1,000 miles an hour. We are going to keep slowing ourselves down, although I'm going to turn my back thrusters off just to save a little bit of power. We are within 1 kilometer, so I'm going to turn them back on and just ease ourselves in a little bit. Coming in at 50 meters a second. It should be very close. There, I was going to say, I can't see my lights on the ground. I can now. Right, we can hear it, which means we are super close. Perfect. So let's just pop that there. That's higher than I thought. You've actually landed right way up. You might be the first one I've seen land right way up. So we've got magnesium, some of those. We've got lots of stuff in our inventory, which isn't really going to be very helpful. Where's your special button? Oh. You don't have a special button for me? Well, that's very sad. I'm not a big fan of this at all. I only come to you for the special buttons. That's where I get my little dopamine hit. That's my little loot box.
Inventory full.
Alright, whatever. Fine, I don't get a special button. Then you don't even deserve to be ground... 20 meters, it's the same one. Ground down the whole way. So let's head back to base. I really need to put a custom GPS marker on my base, because I know it's around a bunch of these, like red ones and stuff. But this isn't feeling right. This isn't feeling right. Oh, there we go. There's the red ones. Oh, reverse thrusters back on. Please and thank you. Yeah, I definitely need to put a custom GPS marker on my base, because... I think if I put an antenna on there, it shows up. You can put it on there, I think. Alright, so let's come down here. We do really need to sort this base out. Maybe next time, we're doing the drill, aren't we? I was going to say, maybe next time we'll just do like a bit of a base building thing, but we're not going to do that, because we're building a static drill. So that's what we're going to do first. Right, 987. Perfect. Let's just drop off everything we've got on us. That's fine. And then we need to start building this, really. We need these pistons built and extended before we build the next bit. Don't we? Yes, we do. Okay, cool. Right, well, time to finish up there then. So I will try to get some of this built off camera, particularly the conveyor tubes, at least down to the conveyor junction. If I can get the 2 pistons built, that'd be fantastic. I'll try and get that all done before the next video, so it's not quite as onerous for you to watch me build like 30 conveyor junctions. If you have any suggestions on a better way to rebuild the ship when I invariably blow it up again, I would love to hear your suggestions, because it's not working very well for me, if we're being honest, is it? It's not working very well for me. Is that thruster? You're on. You're off. Oh, I just immediately... Oh, I lost my gun! Oh, I lost my gun! Alright, well, I need to make another gun. Okay. First things first. K. Thrusters. If I do that, it does highlight all the ones. That's really useful. I really like that. So I can just do that, and I can click save, and that goes in there as well, and then I can go 7. Ah, so it's toggling them, but because one was in a different state, it's leaving it in a different state to everything else. That's fine. Thrusters, you off. So now it says all off for our thrusters. Perfect. That's what we wanted to see. Cool. All right. Yes, I'll try and get some of that done. Comments on better shipbuilding. Morrell's Hope is going to be our first military engagement. We'll get the static drill built. Maybe we'll have like a bit of a base sorting episode where we get some like walls and stuff up. Who knows? And then we're going to build a ship to go into... Did I see a shooting star there? Did I make that up? Do we have shooting stars? Because I'm sure I saw something. Or is it lightning? There's no clouds. Don't know. Yeah, that's going to be our first military engagement. We are taking Morrell's Hope out. I very much hope it doesn't despawn, and then it hasn't got any reason to despawn, because I want to destroy you. Like, I don't want to harvest any of the bits that you have. That is not... I don't care. I don't care. All I want to do is watch you burn to the ground. So that'll be fun. Come back for that in a couple of episodes' time, why don't you? I hope you're enjoying Captain of Industry. If you are enjoying it, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all those good things. I will see you next time, and as always, thank you so very, very much for joining me.